Hello, sir. Welcome to our pharmacy. Can I help you find anything today?
Oh, hello. Yes, please. I think I do need some help. I am feeling a little bit lost.
Of course. That is what I am here for. What are you looking for today?
I need to buy some sunscreen. But when I came to this aisle, I was so surprised. There are so many different kinds.
I know. It can be very overwhelming. There are many different brands and types. It can be difficult to know which one is the right one for you.
Exactly. I have been standing here for 10 minutes, just looking at all these bottles. I have no idea where to even begin.
Well, you have come to the right person. I can definitely help you choose the perfect sunscreen. We can go through the options together.
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help.
It is my pleasure. Choosing the right sunscreen is very important for protecting your skin from the sun.
I agree. I want to make sure I buy something that will work well and keep me safe.
Excellent. So, the first thing most people notice about sunscreen bottles are the big numbers on the front. Do you see them?
Yes, I do. I see bottles with the number 15, some with 30, and some with 50 or even higher. Next to the numbers, it says SPF. What does SPF mean?
That is a great question. SPF stands for Sun Protection Factor. It is a measure of how well the sunscreen protects your skin from a specific type of sun radiation.
So, it is a measure of the protection level.
Exactly. To put it simply, a higher SPF number means you get more protection from the sun. It means you can stay in the sun longer without getting a sunburn.
I see. So, a sunscreen with SPF 50 provides more protection than a sunscreen with SPF 15.
That is correct. For example, if your skin normally starts to burn after 10 minutes in the sun, an SPF 15 sunscreen would theoretically allow you to stay in the sun for 15 times longer, so about 150 minutes.
Wow, that is a very clear explanation. So, the number is a multiplier of your natural protection time.
Yes, that is a good way to think about it. It is a guide to how much protection the product offers.
That makes a lot of sense now. So, which SPF level should I choose? Should I just buy the one with the highest number?
That depends on a few different factors. To give you the best recommendation, I need to ask you a couple of questions. Is that okay?
Of course. Please, ask me anything you need to.
First, could you tell me a little bit about your skin type? For example, do you get tanned easily or does your skin usually burn?
I have very fair skin. I do not tan at all. My skin almost always burns if I stay in the sun for too long without any protection. I have to be very careful.
Okay, that is very important information. Fair skin that burns easily needs more protection. Now for the second question. What will you be doing when you use the sunscreen?
My friend and I are planning to spend the day at the lake this weekend, so I will be outside for many hours and I will be in and out of the water.
A day at the lake. That sounds lovely. But that means you will get a lot of direct sun exposure.
Yes, there is not a lot of shade by the water.
Okay. Based on your fair skin and your plan to be at the lake all day, I would definitely recommend a sunscreen with a high SPF. I would suggest choosing either SPF 30 or SPF 50.
Okay, so SPF 30 or 50. That helps me narrow down the choices a lot. Thank you. I notice some bottles also have other words on them, like UVA and UVB. What do those letters mean?
That is another excellent question. The sun produces different types of ultraviolet, or UV, rays. The two main types that affect our skin are UVA and UVB.
So there are two kinds of harmful rays from the sun? I did not know that.
Yes, it is a little bit scientific, but it is easy to remember the difference. You can think of UVB as the burning rays. These are the rays that cause sunburn.
Okay, so UVB rays are the ones that make my skin red and painful. What do UVA rays do?
You can think of UVA as the aging rays. These rays go deeper into the skin. They do not always cause a visible sunburn, but they are responsible for long-term damage, like wrinkles and skin aging.
Wow. So both types are bad for your skin, just in different ways.
That is exactly right. The SPF number on the bottle mainly refers to the protection from UVB, the burning rays.
So how do I get protection from the UVA rays as well?
You need to look for a sunscreen that says broad spectrum on the label. Broad spectrum means the product protects you from both UVA and UVB rays. This is very important.
Broad spectrum. I will look for that phrase. It is good to know that I need protection from both types of rays.
So, we are looking for a high SPF, broad spectrum sunscreen. Now we need to choose the type of application you prefer.
The type of application? What do you mean?
Well, as you can see, sunscreens come in different forms. The most common types are lotions, sprays, and sticks.
Oh, yes, I see that now. I have a lotion here, and a spray can, and a little one that looks like a glue stick. What is the difference between them? Is one better than the others?
They are all effective if you use them correctly. It mostly depends on your personal preference. Let me tell you about each one.
Okay, that would be very helpful.
The lotion, or cream, is the most traditional type. The good thing about lotion is that you can see exactly where you are applying it, so it is easy to get full and even coverage. The bad thing is that it can feel a little greasy and takes longer to rub in.
I see. So, lotion is good for being thorough. What about the spray?
The spray is very popular because it is very fast and easy to apply, especially for hard-to-reach places like your back. The disadvantage is that it can be difficult to know if you have used enough, and you might miss some spots.
So, the spray is convenient, but maybe not as reliable. And what about the little stick?
The stick is fantastic for small areas like your face, your nose, and your ears. It is not messy, and it will not run into your eyes. But it is not practical for covering your whole body.
Thank you. That is a very clear comparison. I think the lotion sounds like the best choice for me. I want to be sure I get good coverage.
I think that is a wise choice, especially for a long day at the lake. Now, there is one more very important feature we need to look for on the bottle.
What is that? I feel like I am learning so much today.
Since you said you will be swimming at the lake, you must choose a sunscreen that is water resistant.
Water resistant. That sounds logical. Does that mean the sunscreen will not wash off when I go into the water?
Yes, that is what it means. A water-resistant sunscreen is specially formulated to stay on your skin even when it gets wet from swimming or sweating.
That is a great feature. So I can apply it once in the morning and it will protect me all day, even if I swim a lot.
Not quite. This is a very important point. Water-resistant does not mean waterproof. No sunscreen is completely waterproof.
Oh, I see. So what does it mean then?
The label on a water-resistant sunscreen will tell you how long it remains effective in the water. It is usually either 40 minutes or 80 minutes.
So after that time, I need to get out of the water and put more on.
That is exactly right. You must reapply the sunscreen after you swim or after you dry off with a towel. Reapplying is the key to staying protected all day.
Reapplying is very important. I will make sure to remember that. There is one last thing I wanted to ask about. I have quite sensitive skin.
Ah, that is good to know. What happens when you use new products on your skin?
Sometimes products with strong smells or certain chemicals can make my skin feel itchy or turn a little bit red.
I understand. In that case, we should definitely choose a sunscreen that is designed for sensitive skin. We have a whole section for that right here.
Oh, this is perfect. What makes these ones different from the others?
Sunscreens for sensitive skin are often fragrance-free, which means they do not have any added perfumes that can cause irritation.
Fragrance-free. That sounds good. My skin does not like strong fragrances.
They are also often labeled as hypoallergenic. This means they are made with ingredients that are less likely to cause an allergic reaction. Many of them are also mineral-based instead of chemical-based, which can be gentler on the skin.
Hypoallergenic and mineral-based. These are great words to know. It is good to see there are so many options for people like me.
Yes, absolutely. We also have a special section for babies and children. Their skin is even more delicate, so their sunscreens are extra gentle.
That is good to know for the future if I ever need to buy sunscreen for my niece or nephew.
I am glad I could show you these options. So, let's review what we are looking for. We have a very clear list of requirements now.
Yes, we do. I feel much more confident now. I know exactly what I need to buy.
Let's say it together. What is the first thing we need?
First, I need a high SPF because I have fair skin, so I should choose either SPF 30 or even better, SPF 50.
Perfect. What is the second requirement?
Second, it must be broad spectrum to protect me from both UVA and UVB rays.
Excellent. And the third thing?
Third, because I am going swimming, it needs to be water resistant.
You have got it. And the final requirement, based on what you just told me?
And finally, it should be a formula for sensitive skin to avoid any irritation.
You have learned everything perfectly. So, based on that list, I have a specific product that I would highly recommend. It is this one right here.
Let me see. He reads the bottle. It says SPF 50. It says broad spectrum UVA, UVB protection. It says water resistant for 80 minutes. And it says it is for sensitive skin. And it is fragrance free. This is perfect. It checks every single box.
I thought you would like it. It is a very popular and reliable brand. It is a lotion, which you said you preferred for good coverage.
It is exactly what I was looking for. Thank you so much for finding it for me. I am going to buy this one.
I'm happy to help. Before you go, would you like a few quick tips on how to apply sunscreen correctly? Sometimes people do not use it in the most effective way.
Yes, please. Any advice you can give me would be wonderful. I want to make sure I am using it right.
Okay, my first and most important tip is to apply it before you go outside. You should put it on about 15 to 20 minutes before you go into the sun.
So I should not wait until I get to the lake to put it on.
No, your skin needs time to absorb the sunscreen for it to be fully effective. So apply it at home before you leave.
That is a great tip. I will do that. What else?
My second tip is to use a generous amount. Most people do not use enough sunscreen. You should use about 1 ounce, which is about the size of a golf ball, to cover your whole body.
A golf ball? That is a lot more than I thought. I usually just use a little bit.
Being generous is key. And my final tip is not to forget the easy-to-miss spots. Remember to apply it to your ears, the back of your neck, the tops of your feet, and your scalp, if your hair is thin.
I never think to put sunscreen on my ears or my feet. Thank you for that reminder. Those are very practical and helpful tips.
You are very welcome. If you follow those simple rules, you will be very well protected from the sun.
I feel like a sunscreen expert now. You have explained everything so clearly, from what SPF means to how to apply the lotion correctly. I am not confused anymore.
I am so glad to hear that. My goal is to help our customers feel confident and informed about their health choices.
Well, you have certainly done that for me today. I was so lost when I came in, and now I have the perfect product, and I know how to use it.
That is wonderful. I am happy that I could be of assistance. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that is everything. I will just take this sunscreen. I will go to the checkout counter now to pay for it.
Okay. I hope you have a fantastic and safe time at the lake this weekend. Try not to get too sunburnt.
I will definitely try my best. With this bottle and your advice, I think I will be fine. Thank you again for all your help.
It was my pleasure. Have a wonderful day.